Hello, viewers. I'm SB,
And I am Amabel.
and welcome back to Thief. It's more Thief time. Welcome to some more Thief time. We said when we were completing Thief 3, Thief Deadly Shadows, that we wanted to play this mod that came out like around then, but I wanted to take some time. I wanted to take some time because I was worried about thief fatigue, the dreaded thief fatigue.
I mean, Thief 3 was rough.
Yeah, but I think, like I said then, I was worried that I was giving it kind of a harder time than maybe it deserved because I was so thief fatigued. So the time has passed. I'm feeling ready. I'm feeling loose and limber, and we're going back. So, for people who are not familiar, Thief: The Black Parade is a fan-made campaign for Thief Gold. So this is for the updated version of the first game. You may remember I had a lot of problems playing that first game in that, like, the controls are kind of insane and whatever. And I tried to play that as close as I could to, like, that original experience. I wanted us to get some kind of, like, historical value out of it. This is a thing that was made in 2023 under the assumption that you would be playing it with an updated version of all the stuff in 2023, bells and whistles and whatever. So I have gone ahead and turned on all of the optional improvements. I rebound all the controls because, if you will remember, the controls in Thief Gold are a little... The default control assumptions made by Thief are an element... They're an element of the time. And you have to remember, the original Thief came out in 1995, 1 year before Quake. Mouse look is an option in the menu. The game does not assume that you will be using a mouse to look around. I believe it defaults to off. So I've rebound things. Did you know you can bind the block and jump functionality to different buttons? Because if you'll remember, they're on the same button by default in Thief Gold. You just can't jump when your sword is out. So I have fixed that nonsense, and we're just gonna play this like a new game, which it kind of is. I'm really interested to see sort of the updated mindset. Like, they're still working in these old tools, but with improvements. I'm curious to see, like, the blending of the two things.
Yeah. I'm really interested to see how it works and how you do with it. Do you think you're going to do good with this?
Hell if I know. I will say also one more thing before we get going. Some of you are already typing My Chemical Romance references into the comments. Feel free. But I just want to go ahead and say this right now. They have a question in their FAQ about it. They are not, the people who made this don't know anything about My Chemical Romance. It was a coincidence. They picked the name and then they found out about the song.
This is so upsetting.
And that matches my personal... I don't know anything about My Chemical Romance either. I don't think I've ever even heard that song in its entirety. So...
See, I was going to ask if you were going to defeat them. Your demons and all the non-believers, the plan that they have made. I know this song.
Yeah, okay, I wouldn't have gotten that was a reference to the song. So
Okay.
feel free to make the references and memes for y'all to enjoy down there in the comments together amongst yourselves.
Make a lot of comments. Help us out.
Yeah, I hear it's good for the whatever, although nobody actually knows that for sure, because it's all just folk wisdom. This YouTube's a nightmare.
Like and subscribe.
YouTube's a nightmare. Anyway, let's do the thing. I love the button, the start playing, and the Black Parade are two different buttons, and I don't know. I guess I'm going to click... Here, we'll put it on hard, because we got through all these thieves. We know what's up. I'm not going to put it on expert, because that seems like hubris. And then I'm gonna click the button that says the Black Parade instead of the one that says start playing. Hopefully that's the right thing to do. This one just launches the music video.
A time came when the profane taught us how to truly see. Blinded by our own sight, we did not anticipate the coming events. And now with restored vision, we see how important true observation is. Keeper annals.
I've never liked the city, but it's the only place I would ever call home. I was sold into forced labor when I was a kid, working in dilapidated manufactories and workshops. I guess I would have lived my whole life like that, had I not been good enough a sneak as to join the Guild of Thieves and Assassins a few years later, taking a few jobs ranging from street muggings to infiltrating posh estates. For the first time in my life, I felt I was good at something. I once stole a little trinket that reacts to light, and I was able to go anywhere unnoticed with it. But I was careless, and that won me a 7-year exile to the ore mines in the mountain ranges up north. It could have been worse. I could have ended up in Craig's Cleft and lost a limb to the Hammerites' brand of justice. It took me years to escape, but now I'm back. Everything has changed. I recognize nothing. These old streets that once seemed familiar are now darker and more twisted. And by the looks of it, the city has become even more dangerous than it was before. The hammers prowl the streets like ravens looking for eyes to pluck, and rogues haunt the narrow back streets like rats. I need money, food, and a place to crash. So naturally, I need to find my old associate Dahlquist. We used to operate from a small borough within Newmarket called Whitebell, and I've heard that nowadays he runs an orphanage of some sort. Whitebell is closed at night, so I'll have to sneak around and get past the gate that separates South Quarter and Newmarket. The police in South Quarter shouldn't bother me as long as I don't do anything illegal and go somewhere I'm not supposed to. But I should be wary of the coppers in Whitebell. Thankfully, they're not too sharp, and they don't really venture too much in the darkest areas of the district, where most of Whitebell's finest thugs live. Slipping by these guys unnoticed shouldn't be too difficult, and it'll be a nice training if I want to resume my life of crime. Did the Baron's dog's bodies think that my forced toil was going to put an end to my activity? I'll be back in business soon enough.
Okay, so that's not Garrett.
No.
They elected to make their own character for the thing instead of attempting to imitate Garrett, which I think is a wise decision.
I think it's a smart decision, yeah.
Our main character is named Hume, like the philosopher.
Okay.
And that's his deal. He is very much a Garrett alike, obviously, but he is technically not Garrett, legally distinct from. All right, so find a way around the gate separating South Quarter and Newmarket. Once in Whitebell, find Sebastian Dahlquist. Steal shit. You know how this goes. 500 should make the point. Last thing you want is more attention on yourself. Don't kill any innocents. I'm totally not going
bones.
to. I've never... Innocents?
I mean, you have failed missions.
Listen, I thief a lot of people. I'll stealth a man. I'll stealth 10 men if it comes to it, but rarely innocent men. Usually like guards and stuff, Okay. So we have a lot of Garrett's technology, despite me just making a big deal about how we're not Garrett. Hold on a second. I do probably need to adjust this mouse sensitivity slightly. I like it low, but this is too low. That's probably more workable. Forgive me if it takes a little while for me to sort of get my sea legs back here.
Yeah.
You know what I'm realizing, actually? I'm not 100% sure that I did in the rebinds. I'm sorry. I meant to make sure that there was not a lot of menuing at the start of this. I just want to make sure, so use item is mouse 2. There's not like a world use, right? No, I think it's giving mouse 2 to like open doors and stuff. Okay, sorry.
It's becoming harder to live. Now I understand why coin fakers are so prevalent.
I can't say this aloud, but I think all that is caused by the reminting that's been going on since we've gone to war.
Yes, they're shams, with copper and lead mixed inside. Of course that'll make the price of gold go down.
I guess even the Baron's purse is strained. He may be trying to whitewash it, but we're the ones that end up suffering for it.
So there's a lot of original art, a lot of original voice work.
Mm-hmm.
They've really gone all out. You can see that obviously that mission briefing had a bunch of custom art and stuff. I'm curious to see how this stuff sort of measures up to our memory of what was in the original game,
Yeah.
if not necessarily what was in the original game proper. I probably shouldn't mess with these.
Ah, well. That's what you get with that Baron and his stupid war.
Seriously, we can't even get close to Whitewell anymore. Everybody knows it's full of rogues, and we can't even do our job.
You really want to team up with these white-ball losers? They don't even have uniforms.
Oh, excuse me, mister. I do the least amount of work, and I just worry about my pay. I find myself having more consideration for my task than you do. I'd like to teach those tappers what real police brutality is, so they haunt another part of town.
Psh. At least this keeps me from ending up in a gutter.
Did you see the point? Like actual motions to go with the conversations and stuff?
Yeah, that's nice. It's really neat.
That's impressive, actually.
Yeah, it's really neat that a bunch of people love the series so much. They say, you know what? There needs to be a 4th Thief game.
Did I not rebind crouch? What the hell is crouch? Toggle crouch F. Yeah, that's okay. We're gonna fix that.
So many buttons.
Yeah. I don't know why I want to be down here necessarily, but I know I can get down here, so.
Yeah.
Garlic. I don't seem to be able to interact with it very much in here. So hold on. Yeah, a person's about to return to this room. Let's get out the old trusty blackjack.
The old bone deleter.
Help! There's someone in here.
Thanks for the key. Just drop your ass over there. Okay. Yeah, so Garrett is Keeper, which gives him access to certain like magical powers. The instruction files for this game like make specific all caps reference to the fact that Hume is a sneaky dude, but he is not a keeper. And so you are somewhat easier to notice than Garrett in a lot of situations.
Okay.
I think we just encountered something like that there. In particular, like Garrett, like guards have to actually, if you're standing in the total dark, people have to like literally run into you to see you, and sometimes they still even don't. Right?
Yeah.
Hume does not get that level of protection from darkness like that lady saw us there. So we just have to be a little smarter. And that is something that I'm going to have to get used to. Ooh, check this out. It's like a version of the original game's font, but it's like readable. It just looks nice. It's very luxurious. Scarlet leper colony found in the craftsman's ward. The Baron's police took immediate actions after uncovering a leper den hidden in several old cellars. I will say, so this obviously is non-canon. It is set in the setting of the game, so we are in the city. It is year 833, and I don't remember where that falls on the timeline of the previous
I don't
games.
either.
But obviously they're doing a lot to throw this concept of like the Baron having gotten the city into some kind of war at us. So presumably that's going to be important. While the lepers were easily surrounded, one of them managed to knock one of the officers restraining him out and escaped afterwards. The city's benevolent hero did not answer when we asked if this was somehow related to a Blackbrook conspiracy, but he offered this advice before returning to Aldale. Keep your eyes open for any suspicious characters that aren't revealing their faces. Let it be known that while Craftsman's Ward is under lockdown, the thoroughfares of Shalebridge are under heavy patrols, and all are asked to follow the Emergentia Plague Laws while the fleeing leper is on the run. 1. Show your face clearly at all times. 2. Adhere to curfew. 3. Obey the Baron's police. 4. Don't turn to panic. 5. Report anything suspicious to the nearest watch stations. This is a really good diegetic reason for everybody to be on edge.
Yeah.
And to be like less okay with Hume than they were with Garrett just kind of like keeping to himself. Here's another piece of advice offered to those who live in Shalebridge from Professor Wallstrand. Leprosy has its origin in an accumulation of bad humors. Oh, come on. You can't spare the extra U. Unless the excess of humoral fluid is evacuated via bloodletting, it can cause great harm to the human body. But an ounce of prevention is worth a pound of cure. Never approach the sick without a scented mask, nor place yourself between the sick and a source of heat, as the heat attracts the unhealthy vapors. Take at least 1 ice-cold bath per week and eat well. Regular trickster's mustard clysters are a must. Do you know what a clyster is? Is this a word you're familiar with?
No.
Okay.
I don't.
And the results of the Rumple Ball, which is some kind of sporting event.
Okay, so a clyster is a syringe or enema. Is an enema.
Okay. Trickster's mustard enemas. I mean, I bet a mustard enema fucks you up real good. Okay, all right. Our footsteps are so loud on this tile. Even crouching and like moving slowly, kind of loud.
So far, writing's not bad.
No, I mean, it's doing what it needs to. I didn't love the writing in the Hume's VO part, if I'm honest, but...
I mean, it was serviceable.
It was fine, yeah.
Yeah. It's better than Thief 3, where the Woods folks got very out of hand.
Shit. Alright, time to learn if we can sword fight people as effectively in this game as I could in the other one. Chop. Okay, well. Put down body. There we go.
You're doing stealth.
Stealth. Why did he turn around? He stopped to look at the plant, and I was like, he's on the carpet, right? I don't want to get him like on the tile floor. I'm loud as hell on the tile floor. Whatever. It's still stealth. It counts. What is that? I don't even know what I just picked up. I think it was a potato. But it could easily have been a gold nugget. This is the problem with graphics of this era. Very hard to tell apart in the dark. Although, if I'm honest, in a lot of situations, I'd rather have a potato than a gold nugget.
I know you would. You love so much a potato.
It's nature's perfect food, really.
I think you're talking about a radish there.
Today than yesterday.
Whatever that guy was saying, you were making up nonsense about radishes over it. Oh, hey.
Sorry.
They insult my intellect like that. Someday they'll pay.
This guy is very upset about something.
Oh,
Hey,
I have.
Here's a question. Do I have... Okay, I have some water arrows. I'm just realizing I don't even know what we're carrying.
I have another question.
Yeah.
Let's hope the cook has something better.
Are there
than
subtitles?
yesterday?
Oh, right. I was going to check on this after the cinematic because there should... where do you reckon those would be? Audio? Game.
I know the original didn't have it, so we.
Yeah. There's no option for them here.
That's too bad.
I agree. If there was a subtitles option, I would turn it on. I thought I remembered reading a thing. We'll sort it between episodes. Apologies, friends. If there are subtitles, if there's some way in the mod loader to turn on subtitles, perhaps I will find it.
You can stop playing games, you know. By all that is holy.
Lot of new voice work, a lot of original voice work. I dig this guy's accent. It's rad.
Yeah.
Here, you can rest on this bed. You just fell asleep on the job. Happens. Oh, that's still a thing. Right. I just picked up something and I don't know what. That's just like a cup. To Jerome Clefton and his men. You have the nerve of calling yourself master foreman of the Guild of Renovators, but you and your shoddy workers are nothing more than scoundrels and charlatans. What in the trickster's fiery pits were you doing here? You were supposed to find a way to stop the mold from haunting this old house, but already I can see wet spots on the wallpapers I had installed 3 weeks ago, and worst of all, they are already peeling in some places. This is unacceptable. You will not see any penny from me until you repair this odious error, or my name isn't Baptiste Holgard Cattermole.
That's
I love
a moniker.
I love you will regret this or my name isn't X as a diegetic way to get a character to state their full name. That's a trope I am a big fan of.
Yeah, I especially appreciate them doing it in a letter, because there's no other way to do that in a letter, to have your full name on the letter. So it's really smooth there.
Yeah, it's a clever solution to a very serious problem. Electric lights, problematic in the extreme. This is just outside. Well, shit, I'm allowed to be out here.
Yeah, because this whole house is not the mission at all.
No, yeah, this is just a side building. I found my way into a vent, and I was like, well, if they're gonna leave a grating open, right. You don't attach to ladders in Thief Gold until you press jump, and it's incredibly easy to fall off of shit. I'm gonna press the autosave button because I kind of heard noises while we were up there, and I'm a little. Yeah, there's like something up there. There's like spiders or something, I think. Here's a question. No, I do not seem to be able to block while I'm on the ladder. You know what? I don't know how to get up, like. I'm as up as I'm getting. God damn it. I'm going as far up as I can go on the ladder and then hitting jump to try to climb the rest of the way, and it's not working. Okay. At the top of the ladder, hold jump. It's very spooky. Very spooky. Cool. Maybe that's the mold he was talking about. It's moss, but we've got it now for our arrows. There is a spider back here. Well, I'll tell you what, friend. You can just continue to live in that area. No, okay, apparently I pissed him off by dropping a box.
That was his box. What are you doing?
Oh my god, look at how much blood he just punched out of me. This remains an issue. Okay. That's how much blood came out when he bit me. That's fucking crazy. We lost like half our HP there.
Well, I mean, here's the thing.
Yeah. Tell me the thing.
I feel like
justify this.
If you're working in this space, first of all, you want to have the spiders. You want to have the annoying enemies. And secondly, you want to have them eat half your health bar because this guy's not a keeper. And keepers had like special anti-spider...
Spider-proofing, yeah.
Yeah, and this guy doesn't.
Well, I'll definitely die if I fall from here. This is not an operable door. So it seems like there is, in fact, no reason to be out on this balcony.
But how funny will the noise be when you die from the fall damage?
All right.
Okay, that's pretty good.
It's all right.
That's not. I mean, there are times, and especially the first game, where it sounded like Garrett was very much enjoying falling to his death. So I feel like this is an improvement.
I feel like that's a thing you have cast upon him. Okay. It is so hard to fall safely down a ladder because of the way that because of the way that Hume does or does not want to attach to things.
I mean, it's also true in real life. It's difficult to safely fall from a ladder.
you're trying to do a bit here for no reason, as far as I can tell. No reason at all. But I honestly, like, I would feel pretty... I don't know that I would want to try to, like, descend a ladder in that situation. Like, trying to, like, get down. I've never lived in a place with an attic like that. It seems... I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't like it.
Ladders are bad news.
Most esteemed merchants of Runswick, South Quarter. I write this letter to all of you in order to sincerely apologize for Bailiff Baudrillard's men's dreadful lack of commitment to the protection of our peaceful district and, most of all, your livelihood. Such acts of vandalism will not go unpunished, and I take full responsibility for last night's incident. There's a reason why Runswick is South Quarter's most prosperous borough, and I intend to uphold its glorious reputation. Thus, I have decided, with the blessing of our good Lord Mayor, the noble Viscount Baldry, to close the gate between Runswick and Whitebell from the 11th toll of the bell until cockscrow, taking effect immediately. Policemen have been severely reprimanded and have received order to sternly punish any trespasser caught during the night. I also intend to have my finest workers repair the damages white-belled vermin caused to your shops and your fine items. I remain your humble servant, Luther Porton, Esquire, Burgomaster of Runswick. And then he has, like, a little rad, like a seal.
That's rad, and also
Good
your
job, art
performance,
team.
your voiceover,
Yeah.
very good.
That's the only voice a Burgomaster has ever spoken with. Come on now. Golden Candlestick. Hell yeah.
I'm looking forward to your reading documents and doing
Creepy
cool
statue.
voice.
Yes?
So
What?
behind the scenes look, like we were talking about either doing this or going back to another game, and we both were leaning towards this.
Uh-huh.
And there are a lot of reasons for that, but one of the reasons is so that you could read me stories. You can do voices.
Okay, apparently to you that's true. I was unfamiliar with that.
One of my reasons.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. And it is delivering.
Was that what that gasp was about?
Well, the gasp is that maybe we can find someone who's very old in a document.
Okay. All right. I think we're in Cattermole Manor right now.
That makes sense.
That wasn't my plan. Look at how good that map is. Holy hell.
Yeah. Better than the map in 3, for sure. Even better than the other game. Like, people coming back to us.
See, and here's a window that we could have used to get in. Had we found this route first?
People coming back to a thing they love and maintaining what they love about it while in some ways updating it for some modern expectations.
Yeah, bringing in sort of a new sensibility.
I think that's just really rad.
Oh, actually, maybe this isn't a way in. Maybe this isn't a place we could have gotten to from any other angle. It's just a thing to find from the inside. Okay, cool.
And this feels very Thief.
Uh-oh. There we go. Hume's got a bit of a deeper exhale than Garrett did. Garrett's vocalizations were always extremely effortful. You know, He was always like, it always sounded like he was on the edge of straight.
Is that a toilet?
No.
Okay.
No, it's a toilet. I'm just not going anywhere near it because I remember what happened.
You don't. But that's only for keepers. Keepers are vulnerable to toilets.
I don't think that was part of the keeper training.
It's part of the lore.
Garrett's keeper training involved him learning to give of himself to the porcelain god. When it comes to take from you, you must surrender. Okay. So, we got keys. Let me look through our inventory real quick. A servant's key, which we have 2 copies of now. It doesn't say what it's actually for. We stole 132 wealth in there.
That's pretty good.
Okay, so on my map, That puts us like here. So that gate looks like it leads into like an abandoned old factory. And if we wanted to get to Newmarket, or like we're going, where's the break between? I guess this is the White Bell Gate, so we go back the other way if we. I mean, obviously we're not trying to use the gate. We're trying to find our way through stuff. So I think this looks like the way to me. Is this openable? I'm not sure at which point we're going to be crossing over into territory we're not allowed to be in. Guess what?
Praised. He has stopped. Thank you. Thank you.
I really appreciate that. I really appreciate that someone's inside annoyed by his drunken singing. So what does that key say on it? The Public Works key. All right. It does not look like we can actually get into the factory from here. Unless there is... No. So like one big difference between Thief 1 Garrett and Thief 2 Garrett that I think is of critical import. I should put my blackjack away. Is that Thief 2 Garrett feels like a lot better at like leaping and climbing and stuff. They managed to rework the feel of the jumping and hanging on things. Mm-hmm. I remember that this is going to be a little bit of a nightmare on that front. There's a lot of holding space and just hoping stuff will happen. Okay. Felonies committed and misadventures that happened within the ward of Cellarmaster's Fair, and a proclamation made against the vagrants of White Bell. I love the use of the letter N to create sort of a decorative, because it does. Yeah. It just looks like a decorative. Be it remembered that on Steam's Day, right after the Mass of St. Aaron, Jerome the coppermonger was arrested for selling 150 worth of copperware made of strange foreign metals. Joyce, wife of Daubernon, shall be put upon the cucking stool on the 27th of Sounds for making a false charge against Marjorie Lagrange, fruiteress, accusing her of practicing pagan sorcery and palm reading. The infamous John Harstman was arrested and shall be transferred to Cragscleft Prison for disrespect and blasphemy against the goodly Father Rogerus of the Hammerite Church. That's a very serious... Cragscleft fucking sucks.
Yep.
It's a very serious penalty. Amabel, the cucking stool.
I don't even...
Okay, you don't know.
What? I don't know what that
you have
would
more.
be.
You have more of like historical knowledge than I do, so I'm going to keep coming back.
I don't think that's a... Hold on. This is a dangerous Google search.
Yeah. For as much as many able-bodied men and women who should be working, but what?
You finish reading and then I'll tell you.
For as much as many able-bodied men and women who should be working but have betaken themselves out of White Bell into the district of Runswick and went about begging there, to the great damage of the commons, and did waste various alms which would otherwise be given to many poor folks such as the blind, orphans, persons oppressed with old age, and various other maladies, shall hereby leave the district of Runswick between this very day and the month of Vendemia, on behalf of our lord, the Baron, whom the builder may preserve and bless. If any such folk should be found begging after the day aforesaid, they shall be taken and put to the pillory for half a day the first time, shall remain in the stocks a whole day the second time, and shall be taken and shall remain in Pavelock for 40 days the third time. Every lawman in the district of Runswick is empowered to arrest such manner of folk. Signed, Thomas Marsham, Alderman of Cellarmaster's Fair Ward, in the 24th year of the reign of Baron Bresling. Yeah.
Well, that's good to know how long he's been in charge. So it's the same thing as a ducking stool. Just a different...
Okay. Did you want to maybe fill in case there was... Obviously, okay. I know. But in case there was someone in the audience who was unfamiliar with a ducking stool.
I don't know how quite to... I put a picture of it in the Discord.
Oh, I see that, yes.
So can you describe it?
I mean, no, not really, because I can only kind of see part of it, and I can't click outside this window or everything will break.
It's like a chair that you lower repeatedly into water.
Okay, it's like a chair on a chain
on like
Yeah.
a pulley kind
And you
of
like
thing.
you
and
like dunk you affix the person to the chair and then dunk it in a river.
it's a waterboarding chair.
Where you let a river, you let God provide the waterboarding. That sucks. That's awful. I hate that.
Yeah, this whole it's nice to remember what a terrible place this is.
Hear all, hear all. Let it be known that the judgment of the miscreant Galel Charuli, guilty of the following hideous crimes. The grammar on this is wild. Let it be known that the judgment of the miscreant Galel Charuli, guilty of the following hideous crimes: poisoning the most venerable Lord Phineas Grandmodern and conspiracy against the Baron and the city, and etc., has been passed, and the good judges of Aldale have decided on his fate after a fair and just trial. The miscreant shall be hanged till half-death at Pavlok Square, on the first Hammer's Day of Vendemia, on the first toll of the afternoon. Then drawn to St. Edgar's Plaza, Stone Market, and therefore quartered till death follows. His head and quarters shall be displayed on a pike for 14 days on Baron's Gate as a fair warning to the city's enemies. The honest folk of our fair city are encouraged to attend the event, thusly declared and written Captain Pearsall of the Baron's Police.
Does this fit? I mean, it's always had...
Woof.
Yeah, it's always had a mixture of like medieval and more advanced, but this feels more medieval. These kind of punishments.
I definitely think the public posting of a couple of really harsh things right next to each other like that is to suggest to you that like this is at least a part of the city where the police are like considerably more draconian. Just like that conversation that we overheard between those guards earlier about real police work and whatnot.
Pretty good with the world building.
Yeah, it's good. It's effective. Oh, that's good lighting.
I'm trying to open that gate. I need to find a way around it.
Weird. But Hume's voice in his own head is very roomy. There's a lot of echo. This is a cool lighting on a stock prop, like a thing they already had, to give it a little pop, a little extra juice that it doesn't ordinarily have. I completely forgot to mention this because we were doing stuff and there was a conversation, then we were doing more stuff. Free water arrow. But that's a fucking horse.
Yep.
They made a horse, and it's like more or less like functional as a horse in the setting, and I think that's very impressive.
Yeah.
Given the tools they have to work with here, like that's not an easy thing to do. Horses are tough, even with modern technology. Are you about to talk shit about this horse? This horse is as many polygons as they could spare.
No, I
Amabel.
understand.
It's a good horse. I'm not allowed to steal from the horse. I feel like a horse is easy to pickpocket in real life.
Are you allowed to blackjack the horse?
Oh wow. Okay, no, the horse's head actually does not have collision. Oh, I did scare the horse. That's fucking like look how good and reactive that horse is. Fuck you. All right, we're gonna. Obviously, that's not canon. That's just a thing Hume was thinking in his head. You get those thoughts, whistling at the void, whatever. Huh,
Yeah.
broken bottle at this door. Detail.
Just have Hume like, wait, that's not what happened.
A new tavern in this ward. Did you check it out?
I don't suppose these servants. No. Okay.
Left that place through the window.
All right. So this gate is the wait. Maybe I'm confused about where we were. If this is the gatehouse, we started. Okay, I don't know what the hell. I get all turned around very easily. Well, there's the giant fucking... Yeah, there's this. So, yeah, this is the gatehouse. This is where we ended up. So, I thought... I don't know. Can we get into the chapel? I wonder how many hammer haunts are in there. Do you think it's a lot?
So, I would love it if there was one level.
Ooh, look at these.
That is neat. This seems like very well made, but I would like to have one level where someone just put in like 20 hammer haunts in a room. You know, just like a
Kaizo style, yeah.
Kaizo thief room, specifically to upset you, particularly.
I do know how you love it when I'm unhappy, when my world is sadness and pain. I know how that's your favorite thing. So this is a pub. I mean, that literally, it stands for public. I'm allowed to go into a public house. That's what a public house is about. This is a business, not a charity. You touch it, you buy it. Oh, okay. All right. Okay. Those are big cabbages, my man. Cucumbers. This is tricky because cucumbers kind of look like the crystals that moss arrows are made out of. You could get fooled here very easily.
You can tell the difference is that if a Hume sees a cucumber, it jumps.
So this wasn't the pub. Hi. Okay, I'm a little turned around. I'm a little flabbergasted here.
Do you have a compass?
Yeah. I mean, I know
you-
where we are on the map. That's not the problem I'm having.
Okay.
I am like intentionally, walking around the environment and trying to touch all the things and
Yeah.
interact with what doors can be interacted with. This might be a public works building, right? This might be a place for a public works key, perhaps? Here's the question. Am I going to get murdered? No. I will take an additional public works key. This is a strange thing to find in such a building. Okay, lots of important stuff going on here. Probably shouldn't touch any of that. Don't put your finger in the cogs. There's an opportunity to go for a swim, which I don't want to do, but it seems to be the reason to come in here. Oh boy, the screen filter. I forgot how hard it is to see underwater in the first Thief. Okay, this is a room full of stuff. So, what's over here? This is, I believe, as fast as I can swim. Here's a big rock. We found the largest rock in the city. So, key was worth it for that, if nothing else.
Pretty good, yeah.
Some creepy noises. Maybe a little spooky noise here and there. Some doors, things off their hinges. Oh, I was all excited to pick up an arrow, but that arrow's not functional. That's a body almost certainly in there. Oh my god, Garrett. Fucking
Hume.
Glad to see White Bell hasn't
Hume.
changed much.
Fucking Hume.
It's still a lair for knaves and rogues like me.
Must have been rat.
I guess we just got through into the... I found a way into White Bell, everybody. I guess. Just 100% sure.
Does Hume sound...
Because we went in here.
Uh-huh.
And then that pool would have been... I guess maybe... I don't know where we are relative to this map anymore. Anyway, let's keep looking. Does Hume sound?
Like every time he talks like he's about to die. He seems like he's in pain all the time.
Why, yeah, I do believe that is an amateur voice actor trying to put on a Garrett voice a little bit of Garrett, just to make you feel at home.
I'm not trying to be mean, because, I would do a much worse job.
Let me hear your Garrett voice. I'll
Garrett.
Yep. No, you're right. That's worse. Do you see that? You shocked that guard. He's pretending he can't hear us. But he was so shocked by that he stopped dead in his tracks. So that's a barber shop, huh?
Oh, that might be a surgeon, like a barber surgeon.
Okay. That sounds alright. Can I get in there? I I can't. I'm not supposed to be caught by the guards in this part of town, so I'm a little leery. Not that I can't murder a guard, obviously. Okay, everything here smells bad. Can't I lean? I thought leaning was a thing in this game. I'm definitely pressing the buttons I had bound to lean, and it's not doing it. Let me check real quick here. Lean Q and E, yeah. I just don't seem to be able to actually do it for whatever reason. Oh, no, now I can. I complained, and Hume remembered. And like it's a little tricky. I gotta remember that we have like effectively like 6 move speeds because I have a couple of different speed toggles.
Just the wind, I guess.
So like this is gonna be one of those situations where I think we're gonna get got where I might not have gotten got as Garrett, where Garrett does not get got. Oh my god, I hate the light. The flickering light is killing me. Quickly. Wow, that took a really long time to... Okay, gotta be a little bit more precise than that, apparently. You know what I don't love is all these fucking electric lights. The guard has no response to that torch going out in front of him. Alright, is he gonna see us? I made myself as small as possible. There you go. Back in the days, they made guards sturdier. You didn't hit them once and all their bones just turned to dust. Back in my day, you couldn't be a member of the city guard unless one of your parents or grandparents was a Winnebago. That's just the way things were. Introduced a lot of nepotism into the system, obviously. Oh. Well, this is interesting. Is that a big rope, or...
It looks like.
Okay. You know what else it kind of looks like is like a snake.
Oh.
So if we're on... Okay. Puggard Street, Poulter's Lane. I don't like anything about any of this. Well, we found the Undertaker. Is the Undertaker on the map? No. It's fine. Okay. Found my way down to the ground. I guess let's go have a look what's up over here. Operable doors are usually a good sign, although also sometimes very creepy. Oh, this is good. This is rad. Look at that shit.
I see it.
It's perfect. How spooky do you think this is about to get? Oh, spooky salt and pepper containers. Wait, it's all salt.
Oh no.
The spookiest thing yet. Another tiresome day spent strolling through those sordid alleys and breathing behind a horrible pointed mask. But again, the cold, hard cash given by my mysterious customers is definitely worth the effort. Perhaps I should be able to finally leave this shithole one day. Ooh. As usual, I unloaded the stiffs right into the open sewer access and dug into the garbage to find my payment. I think I saw someone spying on me from the old Hawtrey Manor back door that time. I pretended I didn't see anything and walked away. Now, when you have dealt with the Larlock Society and twisted, degenerate highborns, you know curiosity is far more deadly than a blade. This humble undertaker knows something about it. Besides, Gromaval is far too smart for being curious about trades so strangely lucrative. What a strange bit of writing. So this looks like holy water to me, but I literally can't highlight it to take it. So I guess we're not taking it. Doesn't it seem like... Oh, weird. We can move aside tapestries. We don't have to destroy every one of them. I have two thoughts about that.
Yeah. What are your two thoughts?
Thought number the first. That's a weird amount of, like, I wonder how much effort that was. It seems like a lot of effort. I wonder why they did that.
Okay.
Thought number the second. I wonder if that means the guards will actually notice damage to tapestries.
Oh.
Like, is that something we're going to have to be careful about? I thought for sure the whole point of coming in here would have been, like, when I saw this on the table, I was like, oh, so they're giving us holy water early in case we run into spooky stuff. But I guess not. I guess I'm not. Okay. It's just vibes. This whole room is just vibes. So, dumping the stiffs in the water, huh? And then digging into the garbage to find payment. It's a person. You see that person?
No, I don't.
I said, did you, not do you. They're in
I
that
didn't.
the doorway, like right there on the other side of that wall.
Okay.
Shoot.
I just can't believe I am working to earn just 4 stupid coins.
I think if I climb up...
Overpriced food, overpriced boots, overpriced everything.
What did she tell me to bring home?
Okay, it's more than one person, for sure. This is held to this door with a knife. Good punch, 12 GP. Low reach handshake, 14. Ooh, is that what they're calling it these days? 14 GP. Nos broke and both eyes blacked, 20 GP. Blackjacked out and swim in the sewers, 25 GP. Stabbed upon the body, 35 GP. Ask for crueler at the Gossip's Bridal Pub. This is a way to advertise your services, I suppose.
This fat learn's pockets will feed me for at least a week.
What are these? Wanted. Perby, Esmond, Lady Taker and Dockrat, Copperose Martha, Harlot, Lustlurer, and Trickster Spouse, Wife of the Devil, Gawalt Rire, False Tale, Gold Lender, and Coin Faker. Interesting. Okay, and this is just the here-all.
Find a quiet corner and drink this cheap ale.
So there's like two ne'er-do-wells in that doorway in there. And I think that they maybe are best avoided, perhaps. Okay, there's nothing to interact with over here. Oh, is there like... No, there are not bars between us and them. I don't know, part of me wants to go over there to see if there's an interaction. Another part of me wants to go over there to see if I can murder them and take all their shit. So let's...
Hey, what do you think you're doing?
What?
Do you think I'm blind and I don't see that ace up your sleeve? You cheat!
You have some nerve to call me a cheat, you rascal son of a hammer. I'm winning fair and square. You're so terrible I don't need to cheat to beat you.
You're a taffin swindler.
Oh.
Listen, everyone. That bloke is a cheat and a fraud.
Say I cheat again, and I'll rip your head off with my blade, you damn liar.
Hey, if you want to kill each other,
You want
do
to
it
fight,
outside.
huh? You'll taste my steel, all right?
No!
Yeah.
By the trickster, stop it! Get out!
I like them stepping on each other's lines. That's real good. I'm just gonna let these guys resolve their situation. So this is like a place where people can be. I'm probably I probably don't need to be so sneaky right now. These are either tough dudes or really blunt weapons. Get him! Fucking open his ass up. Most importantly, resolve it so I can come in.
To me! You deserved it. You are mine. Give me.
What are they wielding?
You deserved it.
The one guy, I think, he just has a knife. But the other guy has what is that?
What?
It's like a table leg, but the end is wrapped. Maybe it was supposed to be a torch and you just never got around to lighting it.
They have so much health.
Hi.
Give me a bag.
Here's their cards on the floor. I've stolen a leg of mutton through the window.
You probably should eat that. Your health isn't very good.
If you'll remember from last time, eating food is not actually super good for your health. It really did not work very well. Okay, well, I'm just gonna let those guys fight. Seems like they might be at it for a minute.
Something? Drop your bags and stuff and put your hands up.
Ow! How did I press the button that gets out the blackjack again? What an embarrassing thing. Please load my quick save. I was surprised, and I will admit there was mashing for sure. I am less likely to be surprised this time.
Something?
Okay. I don't know why I thought that would be a good idea to move to there. I mean, at this point. So this is a butcher shop. We could just take over this guy's life, I guess. You want to get out? You want to get out of the life of crime? You want to go straight?
I never want to go straight.
Yeah, even just coming out
Come
of my
on.
mouth, it felt wrong.
No, I
Look at
understand.
that! Look at that!
That's neat. It's a neat.
And then
it's
I
a
put it back.
neat.
They drew a lot of intermediate states. I'm a little surprised. I have to admit, if I were going to implement that, I would almost certainly just have it be either
On off kind of thing.
all the way one way or all the way the other way. Yeah. Well, I don't know who you are or what your deal is, but sleep. I mean, they said the guards in this part of town weren't, like, uniformed up. Maybe these guys are cops. All right, this time it's serious, boys. The boss's ticklers were waiting for me at my house to tell me the boss don't want any of these so-called downwinders roaming freely around Whitebell no more. So, the next prigger we catch on our turf, we stuff his mouth with rocks and we smash his face till no more teeth stand. They'll regret having set foot outside of downtown. Nah. We must make an example. Crueler. Okay. Alright, we know a thing or two about Crueler and his sort of general way of being.
Now I want to have a crueler.
I think most people pronounce that Cruller.
Probably.
Which is not to say that you are wrong. Just to, like, you know, it's in America, punctuation drifts to whatever's easiest to say. Oh.
Where's this mess?
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Dahlquist should be in here, in this inconspicuous orphanage. Knowing the guy, it's a front operation, and I wouldn't be surprised if he uses the kids to do his dirty work.
Young, unfortunate childish. Okay. I don't really feel like we're missing it. I think we can just go in. I don't feel like we're missing any buildings here. Except I don't, right. I had to find another way in. That was the whole... I knew this. I was informed of this ahead of time.
You can't try to pick the lock.
Oh, right. We have lockpicks in this game. Do I? No, I don't.
Oh, okay. Never mind then.
There are lockpicks in these games. I do not currently have any. Well, there's a wizard store. We can go buy a wizard. So I'm not really sure, like, when that guard goes back on his patrol, I'm not sure exactly where he's going to be when he does it, and so forgive me if I seem like I'm being a huge fucking baby. But I'm trying to make sure that we can get the jump on him and not a vice versa.
Yeah. You're doing stealth.
Trying not to allow my incompetence to score me an own goal here. Part of me wants so badly to just shoot him in the back of the head. I got this bow. He's still yelling about me, but it does look like he's in his normal sort of like walk mode. So I can't tell. I can't tell if he's on patrol or if he is still searching. When he comes back through here, I'm going to go for him. And we'll just find out, I suppose. Probably in a painful way. Or maybe he will simply never come back through here. What if he's decided to live his entire life on that side of the patrol route? Okay, footsteps.
Only rats hide in the dark.
Okay, he's still shouting, but I think he's on his... Well, he's walking away now. Here we go.
Step out, you lily-livered son of a hammer!
By the way, did you hear the use of taffin?
I did, yeah.
No taffer, but taffin as an adjective. Very interesting stuff. We're just accepting the world building.
Yep.
So the wizard store is closed. One may not at this time of night just purchase a wizard willy-nilly. Will-he-nil-he. Yep, that's just Crueler. Crueler's advertisement. We're going to find a way into this orphanage eventually. I swear I'm going to like put effort into it. But for the moment, I'm just kind of like looking around. Looking for opportunities to steal shit. Because we're still pretty spooky noises. Still pretty short on money.
Yeah.
Garrett, climb. Sorry, Hume, climb. These do not look like real doors. Well, I could certainly kung fu that guard. Ugh, my kingdom for some of that Corvo Atano agility, you know?
That's the last time I jumped for.
Okay.
Check out that spooky gargoyle.
What a spooky gargoyle.
So, can we get back over here? I guess, yeah, you could probably jump on that barrel. So we could descend and go back into the sort of the better lit part of town.
Mm-hmm.
What is that? That's a big building. So I'm still not 100% sure on this. Okay, so the orphanage area is like over here. Mm-hmm. So this is where we clonked that guard. So we came out, yeah. Just like before, I'm having a little bit of trouble mapping our like position to the map, which I think is mostly a good thing.
Do you think
at least it's what they're going for?
Yeah. Do you think the inn is where that fight was happening? The argument was happening?
I don't know if that's an inn. It feels to me like that's the kind of establishment that wouldn't be marked on the map.
Okay.
Ooh, check out the moon. That's pretty good.
That's a pretty good moon.
Actually, this is a good skybox. Oh, interesting. I found a way down into a building. I like how much I'm being rewarded for just like
Yeah.
looking around in weird spots. Okay, let's see where this door goes. This door doesn't go anywhere. Oh, hey, money. All right. I was going to say, well, if this door doesn't go anywhere, then what is the point of this area? Because I don't see... But yeah, money. Stealing money is the point. Sometimes when you're a thief, you have to accept that stealing money is the point. Okay, so where are we at cash-wise? 240. Ooh, wow. Okay. I don't know exactly how much time we have. Find Dahlquist. We might have to go back out into the rest of the city to find the 500 loot, honestly.
I don't know. I feel like if Hume is correct and it's orphans are used to rob kind of thing, there's probably quite a bit of money in the orphanage.
Sure, but aren't we like dudes with Dahlquist? Are we into robbing him? Is that a thing? I would think that we would, especially since it seems like we want something from him. Maybe robbing him is a bad idea. I don't know. You know what? I guess it's something we can ponder because I think this is maybe the spot. This is maybe a good place to call it for the first episode.
How you enjoying this so far, baby?
You know what? I'm into it. I'm into it. I'm like a little happy to be back, and also the content seems real good. So that's going to be it for us for today. Thank you all so much for watching. Apologies for not checking off the second objective in the first level within an hour, but you know, we're getting back into it. It'll probably speed up, but also I'm probably going to spend a lot of time looking around because it's kind of what I do. So come back next time for more looking around, but this time inside a crooked orphanage. I'm sure we won't see anything that we'll all regret. And we'll see you then.